Hi there, we're going to talk more about lines today, and we're going to be looking at what's called slope-intercept form. This is a very important form that we are going to be seeing not only in this class, but in your other math classes in the future. Alright, so first off, slope-intercept form looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. This is extremely important because, as I said, this is going to be something that you're going to be seeing a lot. We're going to be using this most of the time that we're graphing, although there are other forms we will look at. But this is the most common, and it's the most straightforward, because when I say slope-intercept form, I mean that's what we're being given. Before, we were told that m is our slope. Well, we've got m in our equation here, and that is still representing slope. Now, b back here represents what we call the y-intercept, and the y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis, and I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. But y equals mx plus b, as I said, is one of the most important equations you will see because it's extremely common, and we're going to be seeing it a lot. So here we've got an example of a problem. We're asked to find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So what we need to do is we need to find our slope and we need to find our y-intercept. So let's start by finding the slope because we've done that before. I'm going to draw out my triangle so I can count how many spaces I moved over and down. So if you notice, I go down 4 spaces here, and I also go over 2. So my m, my slope, is going to be equal to the rise over run, so it's going to be -4 since I'm going down over +2. And if you simplify this, if you divide them, you're just going to get m equals -2. So this is the first thing we're going to need. That's something we've already talked about, and we're going to be using this for our to come up with our equation, to come up with our answer here in just a bit. But we need to find our y-intercept also. And I said the y-intercept is where our line crosses the y-axis. Well, if you remember, the side to side is x, and the up and down is y. Now these two thick blue lines here are called the x and the y-axis. So the y-axis is the one that goes up and down, and the x-axis is the one that goes side to side. So we want to see where our line crosses the y-axis. It's basically where my green line here, the diagonal line, crosses this straight up and down vertical line. And you see it crosses right here at +4. So that means my b, my y-intercept, is going to be a +4. So I have my 2 pieces of information that I need to plug into my equation for my answer. So we said that our slope-intercept form was y equals mx plus b. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my m that I found, and I'm going to plug in my b that I found. I'm going to leave y as y. I'm going to leave x as x. So when I do this, it's going to look like this. And this will be my answer, y equals -2x plus 4. That is the equation that represents this line right here.